Welcome back to my channel where we're not just dreaming of early retirement, we're making it happen one money move at a time. I'm Raimi and I'm excited to share my experience buying multiple properties to fast track my way to wealth. Now, a lot of us were taught to save, right? As I mentioned, I'm the child of immigrants and saving is a part of my DNA. I was always taught to live within my means, make sure that I was saving more than I spent, and make sure that I was spending wisely. And so saving is huge for me, right? If you don't save, you don't have an emergency fund, and you really don't have a foundation for a lot of the investing that needs to take place to build wealth. But since this channel is about fast tracking your way to wealth, and you can't get there by saving alone, I'm here to talk to you about why you should care about equity. Let's first start by defining what equity even is. Equity is the percent of something that you own, or how much cash you would have if you sold it, right? So let's look at it from a real estate angle. Let's say you buy a house for $300,000 and you put $20,000 down. On day one, you have $20,000 of equity in that home. You got a bank loan for $280,000 and you put $20K of your own money into it. Let's say you wait 5 years and using an average appreciation rate of 3%, the market value of that house now grows to $347,000. So it went from $300,000 the day you bought it, and then 5 years later, it's worth $347,000. Now, your equity in that home is the $20K that you put down on day one, that was your starting equity on day one, and the $47K that the house has grown by, right? So that's a total equity of $67,000 at the end of 5 years. You didn't have to save extra money, you really didn't have to do much, the house just grew to that value on its own. Now let's say on day one you took that same $20,000 and put it in the average savings account that grows at an interest rate of about 0.5%. You do nothing special, you just let it sit. At the end of 5 years, you would have a total balance of $20,500. That means you would have made $500 in 5 years by keeping that money in a savings account. Even if you put that $20,000 in a high yield savings account that grows at around 4% interest each year, you would still have $24,333. You would have made just over $4,000 in 5 years. Even though the appreciation rate is higher with the high yield savings account than the one that we use for your real estate investment, you're still making more money by investing in real estate because you're getting appreciation on the total value of the real estate purchase, even though your contribution was just your $20,000. That's what we call the beauty of leveraged debt. You may be thinking, debt, beauty? How do those things go in the same sentence? I think we've all been taught that debt's bad, right? Avoid it at all costs. But leveraging debt can help you take advantage of opportunities to make a lot of money, even when you don't personally have the cash required. So in this scenario, real estate gives you about $40,000 in additional equity at the end of 5 years, even in the best case scenario. And that's money that you didn't work for. And that, my friends, is the power of investing. You didn't have to work for that money, you didn't do anything special, you just invested in something and let it grow, and now you get to reap the benefits. So why do we care? Because equity gives you options, and options give you the opportunity to live life on your own terms. If you don't want to work forever, you need options. The more you invest, the more of an opportunity your money has to work harder for you and grow through what's called compound interest. And in this case, more money means less problems. With the equity that I have in the properties I own, I can leverage them to buy even bigger investments that generate passive income so that I can replace part of my 9-to-5 salary. I can let them keep growing and they can become part of what I live off of in retirement. Or I can think about even taking an extended sabbatical from work and not worry about how my bills are going to be paid. The options and the opportunities are endless when you have equity. Equity gives you options, and options give you a shot at living the life that you want on your terms. I want to hear from you. Let me know if you've already started your investing journey or if you're just getting started. Drop any burning wealth building questions you have in the comments and leave me some advice for tips on building equity too. Don't forget to hit that subscribe button and stay financially fabulous.